say, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Roper. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. These two teams don't exactly love each other, and man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Blue Devils offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game. Walker to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's going to throw it again. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're working that left side. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Trying to get started. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They're all over it. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Look out! Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Hart. He's got him in the flat. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Wants to throw one first. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for running room. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Walker will fire. Quickly complete. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this.
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirt.
Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Late hit on. Back gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out wide right, it's Simmons. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out. They get through and it's blocked. That's a live ball. Defense has it. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They are in serious need of putting together a scoring drive right here, down 14-0. The run inside. It's Peters. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from loss.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Extending the play. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Working that wide receiver screen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking downfield, it's Hart. Good job just to get rid of that one.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Keeps it himself. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends, they got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Roper. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The fake and wants to throw. Moving to his left. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's going to take off. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. They get him out of bounds a couple of yards shy of the line to gain, and the defense makes the stand. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Walker to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Right at the line. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Left side is Roper. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30.
Here we go, ready. Black 14, ready to go.
He's looking downfield to throw. Gets rid of it.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, Dave.
Great move. Now he's got room. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Drops back on 1st down. Caught. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Walker will fire.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
got him downfield. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. From the gun, looking for a man. And he gets it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Off-play action. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holder. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Hart. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. 2, 3. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out wide left, it's Simmons. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Simmons. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And it's incomplete on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. From the gun, running back gets the give. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Roper. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. To the back. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
2nd down to the air. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
To the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Touchdown, NC State! Put 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Walker to throw. Under pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Between the hashes, it's Simmons. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Give to the back. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Peters. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Keeps it on the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they no doubt about who's the better football team.
They just haven't been able to hold up and protect their quarterback, and now they face second and long. Walker will fire. Looking left. It's caught downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Burrowing for yardage. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Ready. Flag 14.
Wants to throw on first. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Fires to the right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long.
Ready, go.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Keep it on the ground. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They want that clock to run. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
2nd and long here.
Ready, go.
Quick give. It's Roper. There he goes. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to establish the run. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to pass, it's Hart. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense so far,
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Here we go. Ready. 580.
Motion from the back.
Go.
Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Got an alley. Turning it on. Past the 6. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the pummeling has started. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tries to get it himself. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Fires to the tight end. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Walker to throw. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W into the locker room.
Now on first down from the 30. Uh-oh, look out. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, NC State.
One more play to pad the stats.
Ready, go!
Selling the fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together